Hi dear students, in this video we are going to study about similar shapes. When two polygons are similar, if their angles are same and corresponding sides are in proportion. If there is a ratio between them, it means that they are similar triangles. Actually, there are two triangles here, and as you see, I put two of them together, and here these two triangles exactly same, which means they are equal to each other. When the figures in math they are equal to each other, they are called congruent. So equality of the figures shown as or notated as congruent. So these two triangles, they are congruent to each other, which means exactly same. We understood this one. What about the similarity? Similarity means if there is a ratio between them. So one of them should be bigger than other one, and there should be ratio here as you see. And let's say if this angle is 75 degree, then this, let's say this is 60 degree. I cannot say let's say for this angle, because this has to be 45, which is 180 minus 75, then minus 60, which is equal to 45 degree it has to be, because sum of interior angles of the triangle is 180. So this is also same, it's going to be, which is 60 and 75, and this is also 45 degree. Then these two triangles are congruent now. When they are similar, when they have different ratios like this, these two triangles are similar. If I name the sides like this is, if this is ABC triangle, and this is PQR triangle, and then triangle opposite sides we are naming with the small letters A, this is B and this is C. Here this is going to be P, this is going to be Q, and this is going to be R. As you see here, A has ratio P over A is equal to Q over B is equal to R over C, it has to be. Then here this is equal to K. This K is called similarity ratio. Similarity ratio. This K is called similarity ratio. Okay, then H over the altitude of the bigger triangle. Altitude of the bigger triangle has the same ratio with altitude of the smaller triangle also here. Also we need to understand that one. So these two triangles are same because all the sides has the same ratio between each other. I think I could explain the similarity. Now let me give one example for this one. Here there are two triangles and they are similar to each other. Why they are similar to each other? Because we are understanding that this one, it should be equal to 30 degree. Why it is 30 degree? Because if this is 90 degree, we know from this square this is 90 degree and this is 60 degree. So the third angle, if I name like this is alpha, alpha is equal to 180 minus 60 minus 90, it should be. Minus 60, and alpha it should be equal to 30 degree. If it is like that, this triangle, in this triangle, if this is 30, also there is an angle 30, this has to be 60. I'm not going to do operation because 90, 30 and 60. These are similar triangles it becomes. Now here I have to be careful about which sides has proportion. So if I write the sides like 30, 60 and 90 degree, I mean if I write the angles like this, then I can write the proportions with respect to these angles. Opposite of 30 in the big triangle I have 6. In the small triangle I have y, 6 over y. Opposite of 60 I have 8 in the big triangle. So here bigger triangle, bigger triangle, and smaller triangle is written to this side. Smaller triangle sides, actually. And in the smaller triangle, opposite of 60, I have the side 4. And here, opposite of 90, I have 10 in big triangle. In the small triangle, I have x. So by using this ratios, I'm going to find the x and y value, because these two can be written together. These two, we can get them together, like 6 over y is equal to 8 over 4. Then by using the cross multiplication, we can multiply them. 8y is equal to 6 times 4, it is 24. Y is equal to 24 over 8, which is equal to 3, it has to be. So y is equal to 3, it should be. Then the second one, I can combine these two together, which means 8 over 4 is equal to 10 over x. So 8 times x is equal to 4 times 10. X is equal to 40 over 8. X is equal to 5. So this x, it has to be equal to 5. I would choose maybe different color to see better. And let's say this is 5. This is equal to 5. Then if I return my question here again, why the two triangles are similar? Because the side lengths, they are not equal to each other, but the angles, they are equal to each other. So there should be proportion between them. And we found calculate the scale factor. Scale factor is the similarity ratio. Similarity ratio. They are same. Scale factor which reduces the larger triangle to a smaller one. So 8 over 4, what it is? 8 over 4. It should be equal to k, which is equal to 2. So it means that this triangle, the second triangle, is 2 times smaller than the first triangle. Okay, the second one, calculate the value of x and y. I actually calculate directly x and y when I understood that triangles are similar. So we have already finished the solution. Now let's continue with the last question. Here there are two similar figures. I can see this one here, because here this angle and this angle is same. This angle and this angle is same, because since they are parallel. And this angle and this angle, they are equal to each other. So these two angles are common. What does common mean? Let me explain you like this. Here, if I draw the figures, the first figure, let's say, let me do like this here. I hope that I can get the points well. So here I'm going to take this one. This is the first figure, okay? And this is the second figure it's going to be. I'm going to change the color here. Here. Opa. Here. Here. And yes, like this. So I'm going to get this figure here. Okay. Then I'm going to move this one here. You see, when I put this one here like this, we are going to see the same figure. Yes. So when I was drawing the first one here, you know, these angles, these two angles, I said they are same, and these two, they are same. So this angle, let's say here, common, and these two angles, they are common to each other. So I mean common, not common to each other, common angles. That's why these angles, these two shapes, they are similar to each other. These two shapes, they are similar to each other. Okay. Now, if they are similar to each other, and if I know that the sides are 3, 6, and 4 here, because all the angles are same, so they have to be similar. and here this is 5 E, and this total length is 4 plus F. It should be. So of course from the figure we see that opposite of this angle here 5 over 3, and then it should be equal to E over 6, and then 4 plus F over 4 it has to be. So I can continue one by one to find E and F here, and here these two I want to choose. Firstly, 5 over 3 is equal to E over 6, which means here totally 5 times 6 is equal to 3 times E it has to be, which means 30 is equal to 3E, and 30 over 3 is equal to E, which means E is equal to 10. So this length is equal to 10, it has to be 10 centimeter. What about the F? Here 5 over 3, it should be equal to, I want to change the color. Actually, I have to take like this. 5 over 3, it should be equal to 4 plus F over 4. If we cross the multiply again, 5 times 4 is equal to 3 times 4 plus F, or I can carry the other side. 3 times 4 plus F is equal to 5 times 4. Actually, this is not different with respect to previous start. 12 plus 3F is equal to 20. 3F is equal to 20 minus 12. 3F is equal to, it should be equal to 8, and F is equal to 8 over 3, it should be. So with respect to this one, I found the E and F values with respect to similarity, and we understood that similarity is not only for triangles, any polygon.